If the Bills make a big trade this offseason and you had to answer today, is it wide receiver or is it pass rusher? So there's a couple of names that immediately shoot to my brain because Maxx Crosby reportedly, according to Jake Glazer, he has played his last game with the Raiders. And Jeremy and Joe directly asked Brandon Beane, obviously tampering is a bit of a concern when you ask a question like this, but they danced around it like, would you take a swing like this on a player of Maxx Crosby's ability? And he's like, yeah, when we learn about things like this inside the scouting room, we're making calls on players. I mean, it's the Stephon Diggs story all over again. So Maxx Crosby is big time pass rusher. Wide receiver, though, the Bills brought in a new wide receivers coach, and his last stop was the Arizona Cardinals, who have Marvin Harrison Jr., who might be a trade candidate as well. Both really juicy trades.
This offense was still very productive, a top 10 unit, but imagine what it can be with a young number one wide receiver that you could maybe get via trade. I just think that it's a lot harder to get those difference makers at wide receiver, especially where the Bills have been drafting, where sometimes you do end up getting a hit on an edge rusher later in round one, sometimes on day two. Not that the Bills are necessarily going to be able to do it that way, but I'd rather let Leonard maybe go with a young guy in day two of this draft and push your chips in trying to get a game changer at wide receiver one.